Hey guys, Abby Johnson here. So I coming to you with something. Some of you are going to be like, "Is she crazy?" But I don't know. I've just been thinking about something, and I wanted to throw it out here because I actually want your comments. I'm just sort of interested to get your opinions on it and your take from the public. So I've been thinking a lot about just sort of the law and Roe v. Wade, and of course we have the Dobbs case coming up at the Supreme Court, and we'll have their ruling in the spring, and that could be huge for us. They could potentially overturn Roe, which would be awesome, but maybe not, right? Maybe it won't overturn Roe. Maybe it'll only, ban abortion past 15 weeks, and the majority of abortions take place in the first trimester. And so, that would only ban 10% of abortions, leaving 90% of babies, still being slaughtered in our country. And so, then what? That's really not success, right? And so, I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about, what do we do then? What do we do now? And what is the solution? And I think there was, for a while, there was sort of this idea from some people, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work. People were talking about just defying Roe. They were talking about just saying, we just need a governor to say that we're just not going to follow Roe v. Wade. It shouldn't be, it's unjust. It shouldn't be, sort of the law of the land, as they say. And so we're just going to defy it. And we just need a governor to step up and to say abortion is going to be illegal in our state. And we don't care what the Supreme Court ruling says. We don't care what Roe says. It is illegal here in our state, and it's going to be punishable. And I always thought, I don't know, what would the consequences of that be, right? Would they take away our federal money? I don't know. What would that mean, right? Does that mean that they take away Medicaid for, medically fragile children? What does that mean, right? But then, we saw states do it. We saw states do it with this COVID thing, and we saw big states like Texas and Florida and many other states go against COVID restrictions, and they didn't close, or they didn't do the mask mandates, and they didn't close schools, and they violated the federal government and their dictates, and yet there was no punishment, right? And nothing really happened. No money was taken away. Everything was fine. I know abortion's different because I know abortion is the sacrament of the left. So I get it. But everything went on, right? The administration was mad, and they sort of threw a temper tantrum and said no, they were not good governors, but everything went on. And so I'm thinking, okay, if there was ever a time to defy Roe, if there was ever a time to say, you know what, we're just not going to do it anymore. We're just going to make abortion illegal in our state, and we don't care what Roe v. Wade says. We don't care what the federal government says, and come what may, right? You can take away our funding for whatever, roads. You can take away our funding for this or that. Nothing is more important than saving the lives of children that are being butchered and killed and torn apart in the womb. So do whatever you want, we're not going to allow you to kill our children, and abortion's going to be punishable in our state. Like, I just feel like if there was ever a time to do it, and if there was ever a state to do it, it should be Texas or Florida. I just really feel like that's sort of, now is the time. Like, now is a good time to do it. I don't know. Like, what do you think? Am I crazy? Like, is this a crazy idea? Or do you think we could do it? I think we could do it. I think babies are worth it. If we're willing to defy the federal government because of a mask, I feel like we should be willing to defy the federal government to save the life of an innocent unborn child. Don't you?